There were a couple of different vibes here within the scenes, and I liked how, despite the different costumes and looks that we got, they all formed a pretty coherent piece. Wonderful editing to achieve that. The performances were really, really great too. Everything from the choreography to the looks on their faces were executed so well. I thought the choreography worked really great with their surrounding environment, and I love the use of light and color here too. Really, really well done.
To me, it came across as a piece about two people struggling to work through keeping the spark of their relationship alive and trying to resist temptations and perhaps things that are more fun and playful in order to face the discord between the two of them and growing distance, and put in the work that it takes to come through that. Um, I think that the idea of the spark of relationship and perhaps that going out was well represented by all of the candles and the blowing out of the candles at different times during the film. I also really enjoyed in this piece the way that the movement was choreographed so carefully, and yet to me it looked effortless and like they were sort of naturally falling into one another almost over and over again.
I was so locked in to these dancers. In particular, the forest ones where they were in the nude, they were just moving together. And it was so incredible to watch. Um, just they were so in sync with each other. They were so in tune and fluid, and it was just I could watch it forever. It was magical. Um, I also loved the forest scenes where you could see all of the colors of the forest changing, and it felt to me very like hallucinogenic drug trip, like just these, these purples and greens and oranges just these kind of unnatural colors that we're seeing. And it just kind of gave it this like dreamlike, trippy effect. And I thought it was really fascinating to watch. Um, yeah, I also like the music a lot. I feel like the music and the soundtrack and the sound effects really played a strong element within the film and the storytelling.
I enjoyed the interplay between the two, which seemed to be based on current estrangement with a passionate past. I love how the discordant music gives the piece a haunting feel. And the use of candles eventually being blown out to me symbolizes the eventual sterility of the relationship based on pretense and costumes. Gorgeous camera work, especially the nature footage and the circling shots.
I liked the different kind of phases they took you through, from inside the house and then like the out in the woods and then the costumes. And I thought the audio was really interesting because they didn't have really any dialogue. They just had like nature sounds and let that kind of guide you along with the music that was played, and then the different like filters or editing that they did for the forest and the different edge that that ended up taking. I thought it was really interesting. I really liked how it all worked together.
I think that the reverse effect that they did with the candle flame was very, very cool. Excellent job on that, really well done. The entire film was great. I thought it was a great job with the sound and the symphony of the forest. I loved that. And then all of a sudden, when the vocalist did kick in, her voice was so amazing in the first number. She just had this beautiful, ethereal voice. The dancers, very impressive. So impressed by the smoothness of their movements and how it looked as if two people were actually one with how they were dancing throughout all of this. That was really spectacular. It was very, very incredible. The changes in the colors of the trees and the leaves and all of that, and how it went from these really rich, gorgeous reds to these deep blues. That was awesome.
It's a very cryptic film with beautiful location in the woods and this lake shore. They have great music. They use interesting costume design and color effects, giving color to the woods, and it's just very interesting to watch. They have also other elements that are quite original, like the child's voice that you hear throughout, the candles, and the concept behind the candles, the bird sounds that you also hear all throughout. Then coming to darkness, this dance in the woods, it's just cute, quite cryptic, but I love the end credits. That's just very original.
So I absolutely loved Turned to Stone. I thought it was just so intriguing and unsettling, and I think, the cinematography was super great, and, all the performances were super interesting, and, I really just liked the way you guys told a story without dialogue. I think that was super just it was really great. It was a great job by you guys, but, I loved all the shots, especially with all the candles. I thought that was really cool, and it was just, the wardrobe and makeup on the kinda clown characters were so interesting.